All right, golden moa time. Then we're going to talk a little bit about all this other stuff in MCC. Why not? I cheated a little bit. Usually I don't go and find them ahead of time. I just find them with you, but today I went and found them myself. So there's one. Skipped the one on that ridge. We skipped the one at the very start. It's actually not there. It's down here. Faked myself out too. There's two. Then we fly forward and get the third. Easy peasy. It's going to be the one in the tree. I initially thought it was going to be the one here, but easy enough. Just in the tree. See it right there? Boom. 3 moas. How long was that? 40 seconds. 45 seconds. Let's go. So get that I Spy stuff out of the way. If you're just here for that, done. Now we'll talk about the exchange. So people really like these Xbox like shoulders and pieces. Been a while since we've seen these back pieces in here. For whatever bizarre reason, the exchange still rotates and it takes 2 years. So here we are. Not that far away from the grunt backpack coming back. Competitive, it's still hardcore doubles or MS2s for H3. H2C team hardcore is actually here now, so H2A is gone. It always rotates between H2A, H2C, and then Reach. So if you care about that, that's coming up soon. And then social, it's now this weird Reach CE anniversary playlist. So personally, I don't really like this one, but it did rotate back in, which means I may know the rotations again because I know the last 3, Rocket Race Fiesta and CE Anniversary, those ones were in a kind of order that I'm tracking. So the whole Fiesta Griffball thing kind of broke stuff, but I think when they did the last patch, it just kind of like restarted a cycle in the middle of a cycle in a way that broke it. So we will know if next week it's Griffball and then the following week it's Shoddy Snipers, then I'll know the rotation again. So we'll see. Just mark my words. Griffball for the next one. Shoddy Snipers for the one after that. Okay. For the challenge hub, we still have 1 week, as always. Unless you really have a group of friends that like doing it, I don't suggest doing Grave Tender. It is just not worth the grind. And hopefully you've made good progress on Campaign Contender. Good reminder that the Warthog one you can do in Firefight. Yeah, and if you're struggling on the headshot or the PvP, just go do SWAT. Let's see which. It's Reach or CE. CE SWAT is one of the most effective ways to get XP in this game as well, assuming you know how to shoot the pistol in CE. Yeah, definitely worth doing the bookends. If you wanted to combine, say you wanted to do 50 PvP, 500 headshots, you want to get the CE games out of the way. Let's see, multi-kills, those are going to be really easy to do in CE SWAT as well. So might be worth it. Weapons, blam. You kind of end up getting blam just on accident as you go through it. But as always, if you struggle with any of the PvP challenges, go into Action Sack. You'll be surprised how many weird, wacky game types just give you those. For PvE, under 20 minutes, complete missions, normal difficulty, in Reach. So just do Nightfall. I'll just do as an example one. We'll just go run a thing of Nightfall while we chat here. And obviously you should do those with a friend. I just don't have friends, so I'm going to run it by myself. And I guess technically you should turn the skulls off. Let me do that. I'm just doing it on easy because why not? But you would technically do this usually on legendary. Make it easier. Same thing. So what I wanted to talk about while this loads and while I just run through this to show how quickly you can run through these, I wanted to talk about whatever the next title is that gets announced. So pretty sure everybody knows by now that next Friday, whenever the HCS event is, on that Friday they're going to announce whatever's coming next for Halo. And there's been a lot of speculation around it. There's been a lot of people talking about, is it a CE remake? I'm sure everybody's seen the rumors and heard about that. And I would just caution people, and I would say those are just rumors, right? I've seen a lot of people getting like really annoyed that it's a CE remake. You don't know what it is yet, so like, why are you upset that it's a remake when you don't even know what in the world the project's going to be? Just wait. temper your expectations, wait for them to announce whatever it is they're actually working on, and it turns out that's actually way easier and way less stressful than being worried that a remake is being done that you don't even know about. Now, obviously, we're very close, and so rumors start spinning a lot more and people speculate a lot more. But I think that concept should be the same with pretty much everything in your life, right? Like, why are you giving your mental taxing, like, why are you taxing yourself mentally over something that you don't even know is real? That would be just exhausting. Almost as exhausting as this big ass thing hitting me. Okay. And that's pretty much where I'm at with whatever the new project is. I don't care that people bring up the sprint stuff. Sprint, not sprint. Personally, I don't love the mechanics of sprint, but it can be done in a way that doesn't necessarily detract from the experience. And what it all really boils down to is whatever the next game is, I just want it to be good. Like, I want it to be something that's captivating, that has longevity, and that has a commitment to actually make the changes in the life cycle of the game that you need to actually keep a player base, right? Like, MCC, they really didn't think about the long game, right? They're like, oh, here we are, 10 years in. When's the last time we had any playlist updates? When's the last time we did, any kind of massaging of the information that you have in front of you? Like, you've done all this work to build the composer, to do all this stuff, but like, why just let it stagnate and sit there? I was watching some gameplay the other day that I had recorded from like 2008 or 9 or something, and there was a game type. Well, one, a lot of social H3 used to be 5v5. We just don't have that anymore. But then there's game types like Assault on Narrows. I haven't played Assault on Narrows in freaking 15 years. Where is that? Like, you can make changes to the game without, I don't know, sacrificing the entire game itself. Like, I get it. When you first launch, you may not want to do that stuff because there's a risk, right? You've got like a little bit of a risk that you upset people too much, whatever. Like, we're way past the limits of having any kind of risk. Can I not do this anymore? There we go. So we're past the part where there's risk. Like, what are we worried about? Like, oh, you're going to drive the potential players from 5,000 to 4,500. Like, I think MCC has proven that you can make as many mistakes and people will still show up and play the game as long as it's literally not offline. So that's all I want in the next title. I want them to think about the in-game experience because I'm a grinder. I want to get whatever your max is. If I like the gameplay, I'm going to push for that. Regularly do little community things. Like, all that stuff stacks up. Double XP weekends, actually rotating playlists in a way that makes sense. Like, rotate your ranked playlists around, have fun with it, but don't just leave it on like look at this really awkward rotation that we have in MCC for the social playlists. Imagine if I had done that on Legendary, by the way. That would have been 4. But it's already 2 for the Forza Firefight, so that's 2 done. Or that's not 2 done. It's 1 of 2. It's 50% done. And I could easily run the other one. Didn't take long at all. But yeah, I mean, look at CE Anniversary. Like, nobody really wants this, but it's cool that it rotates in. Where is the Forge community playlist or any of the other handful of playlists that could rotate it? Where's multi-team? Where is all the stuff that, like, if I go and I look in the custom game browser, I look at what everybody's playing, like, a lot of this stuff could just be like weird, interesting stuff you could rotate in. Like, okay, Left 4 Dead lobbies, MLG, whatever. Like, I get it. But, like, you have people that are very clearly trying to play stuff that you're not offering in matchmaking when a lot of this could be. I don't know. I think there's a lot of different directions they could go, and it just makes me really sad that we go nowhere. And so all I want in the next game is, like, take some risks, take some action, and, like, actually, if you have community managers and you do all this stuff, like, manage your community, like, do something with it. Because what's not going to work is you launch your new game, whatever it is, CE Remake, Halo 4 Remake, Halo 3 Anniversary, whatever it is that you're working on and you're doing, none of it's going to matter if you just launch it. It's really, really broken. You take 2 to 3 years to try to kind of fix it and then repeat the same old song that you've done with every other Halo title that this studio has been in charge of. That's pretty much that. So, like I said, Don't get out in front of yourself. You're just gonna hate your life if you push yourself to like think like, oh my god, it's a CE remake with Sprint. I'm pissed. Just wait and see. If it does end up being that, look and see if they can do it properly. And if they can't, criticize accordingly. Don't participate. I'll be here playing MCC with you, and it is what it is. So anyway, off to search. Hope to match you guys out there. And yeah, let me know what you think. Take care. Bye.